Hi friends, is free-ranging chickens a good idea? The short answer is yes. I think free-ranging chickens is a great idea, and in this video I will go over some of the benefits, why I free-range chickens, and also what I do to mitigate the risk of free-ranging chickens. Because free-ranging chickens come with some risk, but I think still the benefits just outweigh the risk. All right, so let's get started. I think that number one factor that makes free-ranging chickens successful on my homestead is that I let them be close to the house. They can free range in this whole area right up to the front door of my house. Most of my life I spent living in a city, but when I was a child, every summer I spent on my grandparents' homestead. And my memories of that time are the chickens, the kids, dogs and cats and adults all being in the same area, interacting with each other, and all that activity was happening right outside of the house. And now I have my own homestead, and I'm doing the same thing. When I was a kid, I didn't even think much of why all the chickens or the dogs are right where the humans are. Even though there were no fences, they could go on the roads, the field, anywhere they wanted. But majority of their time, they spent right where the kids, with the adults, with the dogs, right in front of the house. And now that I have my own homestead, my chickens are doing the exact same thing. They can go anywhere. They can go on the road. They can go to the orchard, and they do so occasionally. But most of the time, they spend right where I am, right where human activity is. And I feel the number one reason why they do that is because of the safety. I think that the human activity, canine activity, feline activity, all this activity around the house really deters predators and keeps them safe. So they know that the safety is the house. Our free-ranging experience is not 100% accident-free. We did lose our two hens due to predation. We live in the area, in the mountains, with a very heavy predator pressure, from bears to bobcats to coyotes, foxes, dogs that are not friendly to chickens. And the first chicken we lost when we actually tried to keep them away from the house. We closed one of our gates leading to the house. We still wanted to free range them, but we were thinking, oh, let's let them free range a little bit farther away from the house. And that's when we lost our first hen. We lost her when she was trying to get back to the house by going on the road and kind of going around the house through the gate that did not have a chicken wire on it. And on the road, she lost her life. Most likely a bobcat or coyote or maybe a fox took her. So of course the gate is open now and the chickens are safe again. And another factor that I feel plays crucial role in keeping our chickens safe are actually our dogs. Well, actually now we have one dog. Where are dogs? When we had two dogs, our boy dog and a girl dog, they spent most of the day patrolling the fence line. Canines were used for generations in protecting livestock. And I feel that even domestic dogs that live indoors, like our dogs, but spend a lot of time outdoor, are a huge deterrent for predators. If I were a coyote or a fox or a bobcat, I would think twice before I enter the property. It probably just wouldn't be worth it unless I was very desperate to challenge the dogs, especially bigger dogs. But unfortunately, we lost one of our dogs due to cancer, our boy dog, the one that was, I would say, patrolling the property line the most and marking the territory. We lost him recently, and because of that loss, our female dog did not want to really spend so much time outside anymore because she lost her friend, and now she's alone, so she doesn't want to spend so much time outside by herself. And I feel that opened the door to predators. And that's when we lost our second hen. The bobcat one day just came close to where the chickens are and grabbed one of the hens. I believe that if our boy dog was still around and patrolling and marking the territory, that bobcat probably would not take that chance. We will get more dogs. We are not ready yet. So in the meantime, we're not ready yet. We're still grieving. But we'll definitely get more dogs. I feel that dogs are such an important deterrent for predators. But we're just not ready yet. But in the meantime, we humans are trying to do the patrolling a few times a day to keep the predators away, to keep our chickens safe. And the third factor that keeps our chickens safe is the barn cat. This guy, this guy right here, he spends pretty much all day with the chickens. Although I don't think he would deter a big predator like coyote or a bear, but the aerial predators, I think he plays a big role in keeping our chickens safe from hawks. And we have a lot of hawks in our area. And so far, we have not had any loss from aerial predation. He just spends time around chickens. So I feel that a combination of allowing them being close to the house where is the most safe for them, having canine activity and feline activity on the farm, I feel plays a crucial factor in keeping them safe. And of course it comes with a risk. Like we had two losses. One of them could be 100% avoided if we follow the number one rule, allowing them being close to the house. I still feel that the benefits outweigh the risk. Of course, if you mitigate the risk of free-ranging chickens. Chickens. There's a lot of benefits of free-ranging chickens, but I really want to highlight some that are very important to me. And number one is nutrition. There have been a lot of studies done in the recent years on chicken nutrition. I feel now we know more, or maybe it's not that we know more. It is backed up by experiments that have been done of, let's say, how much protein chickens need to be very productive when it comes to egg laying. So that's a good thing. But I still feel that chicken herself knows best what her body needs. And given healthy pasture or healthy forest, healthy soil, she will be able to formulate the best feed, better than any feed that you can buy in a store or even feed that you can mix yourself. Will even come close to. My chickens have access to pharmacy, medicinal plants. Some plants they eat that I don't even know them what they are, but they specifically pick that one at a given time. My chickens have access to unlimited amount of protein from grasshoppers to snakes, lizards, even mice, not to mention all the earthworms that they find when they scratch. Also the minerals, they spend so much time digging the soil and finding different pebbles and minerals. Sometimes I see them going to a specific spot when specific type of rock is, and they eat that. To the point that I don't even provide them calcium anymore because I feel like they can find all the minerals that they need themselves. So this variety of food that they eat, I don't believe that any food that you can buy in the bag, formulated by best scientists, can even match to to what they can provide for themselves, given, of course, enough space, enough diversity of plants and insects and animals. Another reason that I feel it's very important, at least to me, is the eggs themselves. I keep chickens mostly for eggs. Of course, they bring me a lot of joy of just having them around, but eggs are primary reason. And the eggs from my free-range chickens don't even compare in taste to the best eggs I bought on a farmer's market from chickens that were still given outdoor space, but not unlimited outdoor space. The taste of those eggs just does not compare. I also believe that they're more nutrient dense, but I have no data to back it up. So let's focus on taste, which is just uncomparable to even comparing the taste of my eggs to good eggs that you buy from farmers, from local farmers that live in the area, but rely more so on the feed from the feed store. And the last benefit that I want to highlight is just pure joy. I feel homesteading, it's a lot of hard work, but it also brings a lot of joy. And seeing the chickens free range, being happy and healthy, and interacting with me, running up to me anytime they want, and not being limited by a fence or an electric fence or any kind of barrier, just brings me joy. Just brings me joy of having them around. And also, this kind of goes back to this romantic view of the homestead, the romantic view of the homestead that I remember from my grandparents' homestead, where chickens and the kids and cats and dogs were all in the same space, coexisting with each other, and this is something that just brings me joy and brings me happiness and motivates me to live this kind of lifestyle, because I see them free and happy and healthy, and it's just easier for me that way. I hope you found this video helpful and maybe inspiring. I know that every homestead is different. Every climate is different. Every region presents certain challenges. But one thing that I feel it's universal, whether you live in a city and raising your chickens in the backyard, or whether you have acres of fields or forests, the more space you give them, the more you allow them to take care of themselves, the happier they will be, and your eggs will be more delicious. If you also free-range chickens, please let me know in the comments about your experience, about your challenges or solutions or ideas that you came up with, and the benefits that you see in free-ranging. I would love to hear from you. And also, if you have experience free-ranging other animals. I know, for example, quail is very challenging to free-range, but if you have experience free-ranging quail, I would love to hear. Also rabbits or any other animals, because I definitely look to expand my homestead, add more animals to the farm, and I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.